I think one of the most important things about being a baseball player is knowing how to take care of your baseball gloves. Especially if you're one of the younger guys, little league, high school, even some college guys can benefit from knowing how to take care of their baseball glove. That's why today I'm going to show you guys how to take care of your gloves so that they stay ready season after season. Before we get started on this video, make sure to hit the like button down below. If you like this shirt, like the video. Subscribe to the channel and let me know what you guys want to see in future videos. All right, let's go. All right, guys, the first thing you can do to take care of your baseball gloves is to not go extreme. And what I mean by that is do not microwave your glove. Don't put it in the freezer. Don't run it over with a car. Do not break in your glove in ways that will damage the leather. Sure, if you put a bunch of oil in a glove and throw it in the microwave, it'll break in quickly, but once that leather dries out, it's gonna crack and it's not gonna last that long. A perfect example of this is my first ever Rawlings Heart of the Hide. I got this glove when I was about 14 years old, and it's a great glove. It's held up really great over the years, but these creases and bubbles in the palm are caused from microwaving the glove. As you can see, some of the laces at the top of the web here, and just around the glove in general, are cooked. They're dry and they're crackling. And that's from microwaving this glove. Of course, you know, I was younger, I didn't really know that much about it, so I just let my dad microwave this a couple times. It did break in pretty quickly, but I do wish that I could go back in time and not let my dad microwave this, because it would have had a much better form than it already does now. And that's saying something, because this glove is great. The next thing you can do to take care of your glove is to break it in. If you rush a break-in in the glove, first of all, it's not gonna last that much longer after you break it in. And second of all, you actually might mess up the form. I was trying to squeeze this glove before it was ready to be squeezed. A glove should be broken in, meaning the pads on the heel and pinky and thumb and all that should be broken in and soft before you go ahead and squeeze it. Because when a glove is stiff and you squeeze it, it's just gonna push the leather out and it's gonna cause those bubbles you see in the palm right there. Instead of trying to squeeze the glove when you break it in, try and just play catch with it. Play catch without squeezing the glove too hard and trying to actually catch it. Just let the ball ricochet off the pocket, because that's gonna stretch out the leather, it's gonna soften it up, and then eventually, as time goes on, you're gonna be able to squeeze the glove more and more and get it to the form you want. This is a really big pet peeve of mine. I see a lot of people, whenever they, put their glove on the ground or whenever they put them away, they just leave them lying like this. Literally, it's probably one of the biggest things you can do to prolong the life of your glove, but at the same time, it's so easy to mess this up. Whenever you're not using your glove, whether it be on the field or whether it's after your turn in the outfield when you're shagging fly balls during BP and you go put your glove on the ground to go hit, just do not leave your glove lying flat on the ground like this or like this, because that's just gonna pancake your glove over time. Maybe for outfield, it's a little bit different because some people do like pancake gloves for the outfield, but this is especially true for infield gloves. Most infielders like their gloves to be nice and open and not be floppy. And literally the easiest thing you can do is to just leave your glove lying like this on the ground. Don't leave it lying like this, because over time, gravity's gonna fight it and it's gonna start pancaking more and more. This next tip follows the last one pretty well. It does have to do with how you put your glove away. If you are ever to put your glove in a bag, which I usually don't recommend, make sure you're putting it in your baseball bag in a way that it's actually staying like this and it's holding itself upright. You don't want to just stuff your glove in your bag and just have it squished by the rest of your equipment. If you are putting your glove in a bag, just make sure that it's being propped up by something. An easy way to do this is, I actually practice this with my own outfield glove. When I put my outfield glove in my bag, I actually put it on top of my helmet, and that's gonna look like this. So I put my helmet in my bag, and then right on top of that, I put my outfield glove. That just holds the glove up, keeps the form nice and open. I've had this glove for 2 years now, and it's pretty much holding up its shape really, really well. One reason why I would advise against putting a glove in a baseball bag is if it ever rains out, your glove gets wet, and you stuff it in a bag, it's gonna get moldy, it's gonna get gross, it's gonna dry it out. It could actually break and decompose the leather, so you actually don't want that. However, I'm a glove care expert, so I know what I'm doing. Certain gloves though, like I know what I'm gonna game this thing. When I'm gonna game this one eventually, I'm not gonna stuff this in any bag. This is literally just in my hand 24/7. I don't care if my teammates need help with any buckets or tees or like the bat bag or anything. One hand will always be for this thing. Other guys are really anal about their gloves, and I totally respect it. I am more or less like that too. But yeah, I would normally just not put a glove in a bag, but if you do this. This next tip is a pretty simple one, I don't recommend it for everyone. You don't have to do this. But one way that you can actually take care of your glove is by wearing a thin glove, like a batting glove or a golf glove, on your glove hand, because it prevents the sweat from your hand from drying up the inside lining. Remember, salt is sweaty, and the salt from your sweat can actually dry out the leather. Again, you don't have to do this. This is just a tip. It's an idea. I normally don't do that. I don't really like wearing batting gloves on my glove hand, but if you want to do it and take that extra layer of protection for the inside of your glove, I totally recommend it. Finally, one of the most important things you can do to take care of your glove, and this is second only to storing your glove and placing it in the right way, is condition your glove. Whether you live in a cold and humid climate like New York or a hot and dry climate like Arizona, conditioning your leather is really, really important. I usually condition my glove when I first get it to break it in. After I break it in and I've used it a couple of weeks or a couple months, I condition again. And then when it starts drying, I would just condition. So it's maybe 2 or 3 times a year, you would actually dedicate a day to condition your glove. Or what you can do is just every so often, you just, put a little conditioner in select areas. And make sure you get the spots that get the most wear, like the pocket. The inside is super important. The fingertips as well, especially if you're an infielder who does a lot of picking motion. A lot of ground balls, that's gonna scratch up the fingertips on your glove, so condition that too to keep them nice and soft. Treat your glove like you treat yourself, right? You don't want it to get super dirty. You don't want it to get super dry and ashy, if you will. So yeah, condition your gloves. Make sure that you're doing it the right way. Make sure you're not putting too much, but not too little. All right, guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It was a short one today. Got a couple things going on this week. I'm gonna try and have another video out after this one. If you like this video and you like the shirt, leave a like down below. Comment what you guys want to see. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.